Planet Dolan. From turning R-rated movies into cartoon characters to giving your child their first sex toy, we'll look at 10 inappropriate pieces of movie merchandise. How's it going? I'm Danger Dolan. I'm here to decipher some random things I found on the internet the other day that I think you might be interested in.
Number 10.
Rambo action figures. Oh, the 1980s, where even characters that are open criticisms of war can be turned into Cold War mascots for children. First Blood was a gripping takedown of the Vietnam War and treatment of American soldiers, while its sequel was a "hell yeah, let's just blow up Vietnam" propaganda piece. So it's not surprising someone decided to turn a violent film into a G.I. Joe knockoff for kids. And like all cartoons in the 80s, Rambo got a toy line. Oh hey little Timmy, what do you want for Christmas? A brutal murdering soldier toy? Sounds like a plan, dude. See, this is just one of the many examples of R-rated movies being marketed to children, but it's hard to see a complex and broken man like John Rambo be turned into a now with rocket firing action piece of plastic.
Number 9.
Starship Troopers Micro Machines. Man, Micro Machines were the bomb back in the day. Cars, planes, boats, Star Wars, Star Trek, and this nonsense that probably should never have been marketed to kids. Paul Verhoeven's violent space epic about alien bugs ripping soldiers apart in great gore glory seems to have at some point become the perfect toy for 1997. Much like the Rambo figures, it seems like this bit of merchandise only came out because Galoob had success with their Star Wars toys. And as we all know, if something works once, it has to work again even if it makes absolutely no sense. Considering that most parents didn't take their children to see a movie with big old titties and giant vagina bugs sucking people's brains out, man, how did these things not sell?
Number 8.
E.T. Fingerlight. With such a rich amount of merchandise that you could potentially make for everyone's favorite stranded extraterrestrial, it's hard to believe that this dildo finger was the thing they came out with. Well, it's not actually a dildo. This bit of plastic had heads turning when it hit shelves at Toys R Us, looking suspiciously like something else at first glance. This product allowed kids to reenact the scene where E.T. fingers Elliot. Oh, I'll give you a second to deal with that unwanted image, which we have illustrated on screen for you. You're welcome. But considering there are multiple E.T. pornos out there, this may be the alien probe some people want. E.T. feeling good.
Number 7.
The Robocop board game. What is it with toy companies making toys and games of Paul Verhoeven movies? Heads up! Murder and sex are topics that require you to have advanced beyond diapers and milk bottles. But regardless, Robocop was another R-rated movie whose merchandising ended up looking like something out of one of those parody ads in the film. Robocop got a toy line and a terrible Saturday morning TV show, which in turn turned into a board game. Oh, let's get the family round for a wholesome board game based on a film where rapists get their balls shot off.
Number 6.
Speaking of movies that got terrible Saturday morning cartoons, we come to the Toxic Crusaders, based on Trauma's gore fest, The Toxic Avenger. The cult hit featured kid-friendly moments such as eyes being plucked out of skulls and children's heads being full-on just run over and exploded. So someone thought, well, if Robocop can do it, then I'm sure we can too, and also exploit the children's toy market, cause we're not douchebags at all. And that is roughly how one of the most violent characters committed to celluloid ended up with a toy for kids. The show only lasted 13 episodes, but the merchandising was just crazy for it. And I'm personally still waiting for my run over kid with head explosion action toy. God damn, I'm still waiting.
Number 5.
A vibrating Harry Potter broom. You would think that someone would have been able to see the problem with putting a vibrating object between a kid's legs, but apparently nobody at Mattel noticed, or they just didn't give a shit. The product caused quite a stir, understandably, after parents noticed that their little girls were spending a little bit too much time with the vibrating stick. Obviously because they didn't have the E.T. toy stored away somewhere. So then adult shops were soon stocking this magic broom toy and marketing it for adults, who I'm guessing were just too embarrassed to buy an actual vibrator. The toy was pulled from shelves and Amazon was sent angry emails about stock in the item, along with some hilarious reviews of the product that were mostly deleted. Mattel really should have been more vigilant about selling you baby's first masturbation aid. G fucking G.
Number 4.
The 1979 Alien toy line. A horror film that has people vomiting in the cinema. Well, that's the perfect candidate for a toy line because it's, sci-fi. If it even vaguely looks like something that might be Star Wars related, because, Star Wars toys sell out the arse. Even if this thing that we've created is absolutely not that, regardless if it had mouth rape creatures and exploding chest births, Kenner, who had produced the Star Wars figures, believed they had another hit on their hands, so they started a line with an 18-inch tall xenomorph figure. However, understandably, poor sales and then complaints from parents about the terrifying figure led to a whole 3.75-inch line of figures being scrapped. Considering adults were having problems with the content of Alien, it's not hard to see why children wouldn't exactly flock to their local store asking for a chest-bursted John Hurt toy, which is not for children, it's for me.
Number 3.
A Jar Binks Lollipop. Yes, the character that will show up in your bedroom to haunt your dreams at night has returned in a very suckable, delicious format. Well, at the time, everyone thought that Jar Jar might be a breakout character from 1999, so companies started producing merchandise for episode 1 immediately, apparently thinking, this is imminent, Jar Jar's gonna take off, all the kids are gonna love it. And because kids are really gonna want to suck on the tongue of Jar Jar so badly that we need to have this on the shelves, everyone was shocked when everything to do with this lollipop bombed. And recently, believe it or not, the actor that played Jar Binks mentioned his reaction to seeing the lollipop for the first time, quoted, I kid you not, as saying, I saw the thing and ran. He just ran. Which really is an appropriate response, and pretty much sums up why the sales didn't do exactly 100%.
Number 2.
Django Unchained dolls. Now, Tarantino films have been getting dolls and toys for adult collectors for a while, but Django Unchained was a step too far, according to the public, causing quite a stir upon release. The dolls were deemed inappropriate and even racist. How dare they have black dolls? The horror! Some outraged folks seem to be under the impression that these were for kids simply because they were dolls, rather than a figurine, because adults, they don't collect dolls. So these dolls skyrocketed in price as NECA decided to pull the line because of the controversy, and eBay eventually banned the items being sold on the site due to complaints. Now remember guys, it's okay to sell violent characters to children from Rambo and Robocop, but you can't do that to adults.
Number 1.
Fight Club Soap, a film that is about giving up the material world to pursue a better form of life. Well, goddamn, we need to sell as much of this shit as we possibly can. In concept, there's nothing wrong with the Fight Club branded soap. It by itself, it's harmless, right? But when you take into consideration what the film was about, and that this whole venture is contradictory to the message of the film, it seems kind of pointless. Its very existence undermines the film's message, and making it an oddity of the film merchandise. If Tyler Durden was with us now, he'd be calling this shit out and getting us to bomb some buildings. So, everyone jump on your Harry Potter vibrator brooms, hold high your E.T. finger dildo light, and follow me into glorious battle against consumerism. Also, you should buy my t-shirts, they're good t-shirts. That's it for this countdown, and have a good one!